chill. Chillin' with the SmokeFellas, and yeah, we keep it real. Lucky Lefty, Ben, and KDL. Sit down for lady talk with Smoke and Joe as well. Sit down and watch the shot talk. Sit down and come to shot talk. Go ahead, puff the cigars. If you ain't ready for us, come enjoy the shop talk.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. What's up, my people out there in the sports world? This is your boy, Mr. Smokefella, coming to you straight from Humidor Sports Podcast by way of SportsZone Chicago, man. Thank you guys for tuning in every week, showing us love as we run you through all the sports news and give you some of these comedic vibes with my panel. I would like to say anybody that wants to become a sponsor for Humidor Sports Podcast, whether you're liquor, cigars, just about anything, please reach out to us at SmokeFellas2015 at gmail.com and we can talk business. So I'm going to introduce you guys to my crazy, these nuts, the sports show panel. Give some love to my man, Ivan. That's the producer. You'll see him pop in and out. But I want to give you a chance to talk to my man. It's Mr. 5 o'clock somewhere, Lucky Lefty.
Yes, sir. It is 5 o'clock somewhere because I'm already cocktailing. So you know how we do it. Thank you all for joining us again on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon. Man, appreciate y'all. I would tell y'all what I'm smoking, but since Mr. SmokeFellas said it, man, we looking, man, y'all want to get sponsored, I will no longer be shouting out names unless you sign the paperwork. So I'm just know I'm smoking something. I ain't got to tell you what it is. I'm smoking something. No free pubs. We done with the free pubbing now.
Hey man, so, I like your hashtag. Protect yourself at all
time. Hey, we do kind of look alike on that though, hey, especially with the orange shirt.
Baby Suge Knight. Hey man, I like your little hashtag there, man. Count them votes.
Count them damn votes, man. This is the longest election ever. But it looked like it's over now, man. Congratulations, President Biden just took it, man. But yeah, this election was, man, I ain't seen no election this long ever.
Well, I had one election that was long like that back in 5th grade. I was running for president over you remember my girl Carlita Cooks, class president, and it took a whole week and a half to count them votes.
Was that the one you got in? That's the class you got impeached when you won the presidency? You got impeached in 5th grade.
Wow. Hey, speaking of impeachments. Let's go talk to our man straight from Harvey, KDL 33.
What's happening, man? What's happening? How y'all doing? I'm feeling great today because we got an idiot out of office. Thank God. I'm feeling great. I can't stand him. But hey, Ben, to piggyback, I don't know who would vote you president out of any class. Number one, I don't know who your competition was and what this was about, but you know. You wouldn't have got my vote. Let me just say that.
Hey, y'all taking shots early, man. So protect yourselves throughout the show.
Since this is the last day of advertisement, right? This is what I'm smoking today. Pandemonium, baby. And I'm about to hit this grill. I got some seasoning, Ben, that's going to kill it. This is going to kill it. Y'all don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about it.
Just make sure you don't put 1,000,001 coals and burn up the chicken.
No, I got a million and one coal. Where you barbecuing at?
we over Gandy crib.
Oh, okay.
He barbecuing on 147th and Dixmoor.
That's where we getting the meat from. That's where we getting the meat. That's all right. Pictures will come. Don't worry about it.
Hey, Hey, let's bring in one of my resident guests, PG69, as my man Lucky Lefty called him, Grady. He said it. I was just repeating it, bro.
Man, I couldn't wait to get in here, man. I'm backstage just listening to y'all act a fool, man. I'm ready. Kevin, you
Yes, sir.
don't burn up the food, number one.
Don't worry about
Lefty, you and your back can go to hell. And we know why you got impeached, because Donald Trump is one of your favorite people. You was doing the wrong grabbing. Oh,
there we go.
Oh, protect yourself at all times.
But that picture of Suge Knight looked just like you before you cut your beard.
And that one of Grady looked just like you.
Well,
I don't have no hair.
The Grady one ain't short, now.
All right, man. Our fifth and final panelist today
He back there?
is Sly Dog, straight from
Yes,
his
sir.
backyard.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. In the new location.
First of
Check
all,
'em out.
first of all, it's beautiful out here. I got the sun beaming in my beautiful face. I'm sitting here in the backyard. I'm feeling like this.
Well,
I'm feeling like this thing.
Beautiful was a stretch, but go ahead.
it really was. Beautiful was a long shot, buddy.
I'm feeling
Oh,
like
shit.
this stick. I'm feeling like this stick. But I got discouraged when I heard Kevin is barbecuing. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
You finna throw the stick away now?
You know,
Hey, I bet
right.
you they eat good today.
Right.
I bet you that.
Right. When Kevin started saying he was going to barbecue, I said, oh, my dad's going to hell now. But, you know, yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Protect yourself at all times, baby.
There go Lefty.
Wow. Wow. That's cold,
That beard,
buddy.
hey, that beard is similar though.
That's
beard.
cold, buddy.
That was beer right there.
Hey man, people gonna eat good today, man. Y'all get over it.
No, they won't.
I'm in a
They
good
gonna-
mood, baby. I'm in a good mood.
Hey,
So
they
you
gonna eat
finna
good.
jerk some food, huh?
Hey, exactly. They gonna eat good if they like jerk.
No,
Y'all
it
gonna
ain't
stop
true.
all this disrespecting, man. Y'all gonna stop this, man.
It's called blacking.
Right.
They gonna eat good, baby. I'm in a good mood. It's warm out. Let's get it.
Hey, Ivan, give Pat the screen, man, so we can put some smoke in the air. Let's go.
Man, let's go. Let's put some smoke in there. First of all, we want to say a big happy Veterans Day, and we want to respect to all our veterans who served our country with pride. I want to put some smoke in there for my boy, man. My boy Sly Dog and his wife Kitty. Congratulations on the purchase of a new house where you're sitting there right now on your new location, brother. Congratulations. Put some smoke in there for President Biden. You heard what I said, President Biden and Kamala Harris. Congratulations, people. And last but not least, we want to send a great condolences to one of our very own, the Barbers, Trina and Tony. She lost her Mama Mary this week, man, and we just want to let them know they are in our prayers, and we are here. We have your backs. Whatever you need, please give us a call. That's it, y'all. Let's put some smoke in there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
So we about to go in the box right away, man. And last week, as we left off, Joey B, our weather is better than yours. That's a first. He down there in Florida.
Right.
First time. Anybody can say that Chicago weather is better than Florida's. But like I said, we going back into the box, man, because last week, man, we left off talking about IHSA sports here in Chicago. And we didn't have a lot of time to talk about that, man. And much didn't occur. So they still at a standstill. You know, it's IHSA sports versus Governor Pritz. Nobody has swayed. Nobody has backed down on their stance. If you didn't catch the end of the show last week, IHSA wants to play winter sports regardless of what the Gov says. But in all actuality, does Governor Pritzker hold all the cards? You know, and then you get into, is it students versus athletes, the student aspect, or, you know, people really focus on athletes, or is it health versus financial gains? We in the box, fellas. Let's go. Lefty, what's your thoughts, man? Let's go.
I think it would be very irresponsible for the IHSA to do that and to not work with the governor on what's going on. We see these numbers are still going up. People the cases are constantly rising. Some counties have already gone back to phase 2. For me, I'm just at this point, man, whatever we got to do to get back to normal. We got to sit down for 6 months or whatever it is. I mean, you look, football was already affected. I don't see why the IHSA all of a sudden getting gangster about basketball and stuff like that. I know it's some money out there, but in all, man, you still got to be concerned with these kids' health and the fact that they're not in a dorm. It's not like in colleges where they're at a dorm. They have to go back home to their parents. Some of them, even their grandparents. And now you you have the possibility of becoming a super spreader. Just because the IHSA doesn't want to work with the governor, or they don't want to push the start dates back and things like that, man. I think for now, especially seeing how the numbers are going up, man, the IHSA needs to stand down, work something out with Priska. Don't get into no gangster battle like that. Definitely, it's very irresponsible.
Well, you know what? Since I missed last week, you know what I'm gonna do? Damani, you out of your goddamn
mind. You finna take the other side of the road.
You out of your goddamn mind. You the same dude that want football and basketball. They going to COVID every week. Stop it. If they can constructively figure out a plan where they can control the virus, just like football and basketball did, let the damn students play. Don't be, oh, well, I'm cramming for these guys to play, but I want the kids to sit down. How unfair is that? You kill me. Boy,
please throw me back on the screen. Please throw me back on the damn screen.
Kill me.
This is what don't make sense. This is what you saying don't make sense. When you talking about grown professional athletes who you can't keep in a hotel or like the NBA in a bubble, these kids, where they staying? They ain't in no dorms. They got to go back home. Wait, where the kids gonna stay? Ain't no campus for them to stay on.
Man,
so it's a big difference when you're talking about high school kids.
No, it's not. No, it's not no big.
It's a huge difference.
No, it's not. The only thing, if the high schools can figure out a plan to control it, at least let them try. Just like football, you got them grown men, as you call saying it, catching it anyway too. So what difference does
exactly? It make? So you already see what's going on in the NFL. You already see how much they catch in the NFL. So you're gonna expose these high school kids. You're gonna go home to their parents and their grandparents. You're gonna expose them to it. That don't make sense.
So what you want to do is, you know what, kids, forget your dreams. It don't matter. Because what matters is this. What matters is this. I ain't got no dog in the fight, but I want to tell you that you can't play.
Slide. I said push it back. I said push it back. I didn't say don't play. If you got to push it back until the numbers go down, that's what you got to do.
No,
I mean, this thing is what it is, man. I mean, hey, a lot of people been affected by it. It is what it is.
Damani, we got to come to an understanding that we got to figure out how to be able to live, how to be able to figure out to control, to contain, whatever we got to do is here. Life ain't gonna stop because of that.
Okay, but but one thing that you got to understand, Sly, you mentioned grown men. These are kids. But I'm going to go ahead and defer to KDL because KDL sound like you want to get into this in the box battle as well. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I won't say they shouldn't play. I agree with Lucky that they should push it back. If you took the ball out of the high school football players' hands and you told them they just outright couldn't play, some of them have lost scholarships because of that, then it's not fair for the IHSA to then say, well, we're going to let basketball play. We're going to let them go through and play their season. They can go ahead and get their scholarships, whereas the football players could not. That in itself is not fair. Number two, yes, you are putting, if you are 16, 17, 18-year-old, of course you want to play because you're working on a scholarship. You don't know no better right now, right? But the adults are putting kids in an adult situation. In other words, you letting them go out there and play, get COVID, go home to their grandparents and their parents, and now it's a super spread, right? That part is wrong too, because you're not caring what the governor is trying to. The governor is trying to save lives. You can hate him if you want. Him and Lori, they're saying, hey, we need to push back a little bit so these numbers go down or whatever. You can't be defiant and say we're not going to do none of that. We playing regardless. Because you know what's going to happen? The first team that catches it, the first couple players that have to sit, particularly a coach and the staff, they're gonna shut it down. You know that, and I know that. They're not gonna just say, "Hey, y'all sit out for a week and play later." They're gonna shut it down because these are kids. So that means it's stupid to even start it. You can afford to push basketball back to at least what, January? You can do that in basketball.
Right. Yeah.
Now, you can't do it in football because basketball season is still going on and you can still recruit. You can still play enough games to get a scholarship.
Slide Dog, you got a rebuttal to Kev?
I got a rebuttal to Kev. Will you stop, man? What kills me about y'all is, man, what about if the parents are willing to allow their kids to play, let the parents parent along with the association. Period and point blank. It's all on the parents to me. If the parents want their kids to play, let them play. Period, point blank. Because the bottom line is this: you don't know what that family situation. This family could be counting on their kids to get a scholarship, man. They ain't got a food, so they don't have to pay for college. There's all type of things that's involved in this. The only thing y'all care about is your own selfishness when it comes to all this. I can't stand that, man. Well, no, they shouldn't play. Well, but y'all should have not let football. Y'all should have let basketball, regardless of the age. Okay, nobody should be playing. Period. Nothing. You should have no sports. Period. During this pandemic.
No one ever said not playing. We said push it back, bro.
Hold on, Kev. We're gonna cut off Slide soliloquy. Joey down in Florida. So, they down in Florida, so he said high school they playing, but they got a lot of restrictions and precautions in. Now, Pat, you haven't got in on this in the box, so I'm gonna turn it over to you and let you get in a little bit.
My soliloquy.
Well, I was getting ready to say I'm like on the fence with this one, man. I can understand where the governor is coming from. The numbers are going up. We're trying to get this under control. That's just like the fool that got out of office. The numbers were still going up. What was he doing? He was going out there holding rallies, people being irresponsible and stuff like that. When you got, on the other hand, I understand where Slide coming from. You being a kid and being a student athlete, man, you want to play. You want to play these last years so you be able to go to college and stuff like that. I get it. I got it. But with professional sports have enough money where they're able to make these precautions and take these safety measures. High school ain't got that, bro. We already know these damn kids gonna go out there and they're gonna wild out and somebody gonna get sick. So I'm on the fence. But like Joey said, I know they playing in Florida because my girl's son play down there in Florida. I haven't really heard anything about it. What plan do they have? They haven't put the plan out there. We don't know the plan, so we don't know if they got safety precautions or not. If they had these safety precautions in place, let them play, man. If they're gonna be playing some games, ain't nobody gonna be at the game. Just the players. If they're gonna test these players every other game or something like that, I'm down with it. Let them play. But if they're not gonna take those safety precautions, push it back. High school season don't last that long anyway, so they still have plenty of time to start in January and still play.
Well, when you look at it, you got to look at it from both sides of the fence. It's a lot going on. One of y'all got y'all TV on, man. Can y'all hit it on mute? Sly makes a good point. You got some kids in their households that are dependent or hopeful of, getting a scholarship so their kid can break the cycle and go to college, change their whole lifestyle. But then you got on the other side of the fence, like Lefty and KDL said, you can start a super spreader within your family, your block, your community, man. So this right here is real right.
That was super shredder. I thought you said super shredder.
But guess what, Bernard? It's a big chance that you could get out here and have a car accident too. You take a chance no matter what you do. Let them play.
But not with your child.
Let them play.
Not with your kid. Not with your child.
If your
not with your child.
If your parent,
you would feel a lot different. You would feel a lot different if your child was 17 years old and these numbers was up here.
Let me tell you something.
Make a decision whether you're gonna let them play or not, and keep coming back in and out of your house while traveling around the different high schools.
Let me tell you
would feel different if you was in that position.
Let me tell you
Go
this.
ahead.
Let me tell you this right here, right now. If now the difference is, if my daughter, if they had some type of precaution, she plays rugby, which is ain't big as basketball, but that's physical, right? They in your face.
Mm-hmm.
If it was set up for them and she wanted to play, I would allow her to play depending on, like I said, the precautions and what they got set up. See, I'm not like you guys. Oh, no, you know what? No matter, no, push it back. Nope, they shouldn't play. I'm with Pat. And let me understand first the precautions, what they got set place, like they do in Florida. Let me find out first, make my decision. Not just off the cuff. No, you know what? No, don't let them play.
Well, they should present their plan instead of just coming out gangster like they don't care what the governor says. Present your plan at the very least. My son at Iowa Central right now, he away at school playing football. He on campus. He can't leave campus at all. Yeah. He's in a controlled environment. But if he was back home in high school, I don't know if I would let him play. Not if they just throw him out there right now. Not at least, like you said, without a plan. Unless they have some type of plan in place. I know out there in Iowa Central, they got a plan in place. They can't leave campus. You know, it's a controlled environment. High schoolers, I don't know if you can do that. But if it's a good enough plan, then I'm with you. But present your plan. Don't just get gangster with it.
The one thing that you just said that I don't think I didn't hear or see the IHSA, they did not come with the plan. They just came gangster with it and said, we playing, you know.
Right. When we want to play, you know, just like, damn.
As I said at the end of the show last week, go ahead and try that, because guess what? Pritz holds all the cards. You're gonna get these fines, and you're gonna have to pay these fines, and then he gonna put our very own in the city of Chicago, Lori Lightfoot, on them, and she gonna go in with that suit on and shut down the game. And
or would they want to be responsible if, say, you know, your grandma, you know, you got your grandparents and they older, and a kid come home because he wouldn't play the high school basketball game, they get sick and pass away. Well, are they gonna make the parents sign disclaimers or saying they can't come out to the IHSA? What's gonna happen?
Probably.
We can take it a little bit further. You know, you got the elderly that have, you know, already have symptoms and all that, but they got sisters and brothers. What if they got a 1 year at home, 1 year old brother?
Right. Exactly.
And transfer it to a 1 year old. Can you imagine 1 year old having a COVID? I've experienced. So a child having it, man, that right there could be devastating to a whole household.
Everything
but you know, all that don't matter to time.
everything.
Come on, man.
Everything y'all saying is all hypothetical, and it could be and would be. And that's with anything. So stop it. Figure out a plan.
You mentioned that you can walk outside and have a car. Pick up your phone or your laptop, get in your car, and let's test that theory right now.
Damn. That is my boy. I don't want nothing to happen to him.
He just got a house, man. Let him enjoy his house.
I don't want nothing to happen to him. I ain't got to smoke at his crib yet.
Right, man. We just turned the lights on, man. Let him live, man.
Hey, Pat and I was the first to smoke in his house.
I smoked in it before he did.
Right. Me and Pat lit up. We lit up.
And he told on us.
I will when you post this. Let her hear the first 30 minutes.
Hey, Damani. When we put the stuff in, he 48'd us. Pat Ben been smoking in here already.
Yeah. First 48. Him and his veneers eating a lobster fest. First 48 of us. All right, man. Let's roll on sport news, man. We gonna NCAA football. Number 1 Clemson versus number 4 Notre Dame tonight. No Trevor Lawrence. Now, they were able to come back last week and pull out that, even though they stunk up the first half, they came back and won last week. What's your thoughts on it, KDL, on this game? Number 1, number 4, no big time Trevor Lawrence. No surfer boy.
I'm still going with Clemson because I think they're just a better team. Yes, Trevor Lawrence makes a difference. Of course he does. The game is in Notre Dame. That might make a difference. But dude showed you, the backup quarterback showed you he can throw. He's a big boy. Now he's had a week of practice, and I found it out Thursday he was the starter. Now he's had a week of practice as the starter. They brought him there for a reason. It's no different than Tua and what's Jalen Hurts, right?
Wow.
You got a dude that was gonna take over next year anyway because Trevor Lawrence is leaving. So now it's your time to shine. Your defense is great. So nothing's changed. You just got a different quarterback.
Well,
and yeah, they struggle, but you got to remember,
get number one, he might not leave. I'm just saying.
he gonna maneuver his way to another team. You already know what's gonna happen. He gonna maneuver his way to another team.
I'm just saying, he might.
But I got Clemson. I got Clemson tonight. It might not be a blowout. I don't know what the spread is. I would take Notre Dame to cover it, but I got Clemson tonight.
So, KDL, you going with Clemson? Our resident lucky lefty is a Notre Dame
diehard
fan. Diehard.
Not too bad.
What's your thoughts on it, Left?
Well, Notre Dame hasn't beaten the top 5 team in the 2000s. Brian Kelly never beat a top 5 ranked team. And this young boy from Clemson that's playing tonight, he is a 5-star recruit, so it's not like he's some bum.
Are we talking about Notre Dame or the Giants?
Whoa!
No, Notre Dame.
Oh, okay.
We ain't going to NFL yet. We ain't going to NFL. So,
okay. See, there we go.
No, but look, I like, but now this is a big test for him. I mean, Notre Dame defense. I'm not a big their quarterback, Ian, whatever. I'm not a big fan of his Notre Dame's QB or their offense, but man, that defense is ridiculous. Like I think Notre Dame defense is gonna give him problems. I think he may turn it over 1 or 2 times. It's gonna be a close game, but I'm a roll with ND on this. If it was Trevor Lawrence, it'd be Clemson all day. But I think this Notre Dame defense gonna get his young boy some problems. He's gonna turn over a few times, and Notre Dame gonna pull it out, baby. Go Irish! And me and my boy Big Tim, my fella Big Tim, gonna celebrate.
But what about Clemson's defense?
Clemson's defense is good, but the Ian's been out. He's been a quarterback about 3 years now. So at the very least, I think just protect the ball. I think the big thing gonna be protecting the football. If you don't turn it over, I think it's gonna be a defensive struggle. But like I said, I think the young boy gonna cough it up. I think he's gonna cough it up a couple
times. What you got, Ivan?
Ivan got something to say.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with both of you. Like, it's going to be a tough battle just because of Clemson's defense. But the speed of Notre Dame is different on both sides of the ball. And they got 3 running backs, not just 1 or 2. They have 3 running backs that can consistently wear down that defense. So, like, for me, with the speed on defense, and they got a young boy at quarterback, if they could block for him and they could consistently establish a pocket and they could keep, he could be clean, they got a chance. But with how Notre Dame's defense can get after you and the speed, it's going to be
Notre Dame defense is a beast.
Right, it's going to have trouble rolling outside the pocket because they got that speed. So for me, if they could go ahead and they could establish that run with 3 running backs and then go ahead and play defense on the other side, I think Notre Dame has a shot.
First of all, Ivan, Claypool is gone and Will Fuller is still playing for the Houston Texans.
Did I say anything about the running game?
Right. So you talk about the wide receiver position, which is Claypool's gone. He stayed there for 4 years. Thank God he's with Tomlin. So stop that. Anyway, first of all, Notre Dame has lost 9 consecutive games to a top 5 team. They go on to tie the record today with 10. The second biggest mystery is how you pronounce Clemson's quarterback name. That's what y'all need to do. Okay. Y'all want to talk about everything else, but what's very important, how do you pronounce his name? If you can do that, then you're great.
Those are facts. Those are facts.
What I want to know is before I go is why the hell you got a Kansas City Royals hat on?
Because I got a Kansas City Royals hat on because it go with this shirt. I'm a Sox fan, always, and remember that. My mother bought me this hat, and I'm gonna wear it. Do you have a problem with that?
I mean, I don't, but I think Sox Nation, man. I'm just saying.
He will call his mother. I got a problem with
his mama. That's our resident Stephen A. Smith right there. He's just angry for no reason. But Damani, I love you and my cousin, man. But Notre Dame gonna lose, bro. Clips go win tonight.
Damn.
Thank you.
Well,
And they're gonna
Thank
win
you.
by at least 2 touchdowns too.
well, since you
I said it was gonna be close.
Thank you, Pat.
mentioned your cousin, Pat, he can get some GFYT.
Tim?
Oh wow.
Big Tim, because Big Tim been keying in the background, coming at me for the last 2 weeks.
He a fella.
Guess what? He can go to hell.
I thought he was a
Well, he
fella though.
He a fella though.
Well, we ain't gonna hear from him tonight because Notre Dame gonna lose. So don't worry about it. You ain't gonna hear from him tonight.
Those are facts. Moving.
That's true, but that's my cousin. But that is true. You ain't gonna hear from him.
Yeah. So we gonna keep this train rolling, man. Bulls hire assistant coach Mo Cheeks.
Who?
Mo
Maurice
sir.
Cheeks, baby.
Yes, sir.
Who has
the
no cheeks?
Chicago Bulls
The Bulls.
Yes, sir.
as assistant coach.
Assistant coach.
Yes, sir.
Now you do understand Billy Donovan came through and fired 4 assistants last week, man. They all got their pink slips. He had brought in Mo Cheeks to basically.
What took him so long? Firing them other 4 assistants.
That is true.
Because he's
He had
Chicago.
to get the HR paperwork ready.
Mo
Oh, that's what it was.
Mo Cheeks, Chicago's finest, baby.
Yeah.
Yes,
You brought him
sir.
on home.
So now just imagine Mo Cheeks working with my boy from
Donovan.
North Carolina. No, Carolina.
Kobe White, baby.
Yeah,
Kobe
Oh,
White.
Cody White.
yeah. So
2 totally different styles of game. 2 different
Exactly.
styles.
but
He's a
Cody White's a scorer. Mo Cheeks a
Cody
true
White
point
has a
guard.
gun. He ain't no point guard.
come
And
on.
that's
But come
what
on,
he
man.
gonna do.
Mo
He gonna-
Cheeks is gonna
What
work
you
with
not
his
gonna do,
kids,
Kevin?
gonna
Talk
work with
about
his
North
kids.
Carolina.
Now, trade room out there,
Yep.
Levine for Drew Holiday and Lonzo Ball.
Never.
Levine. That's Levine, number 1. But yeah,
Get him out of town.
it is a room out there. I told you, Pat, we had this discussion
We
last
had
night.
talked about it last night.
They're trying to get rid of Levine, and I don't blame them. Now, I'm going to get a Bulls credit, which some I really rarely do.
Uh-oh.
They brought in
We
a new
recording.
GM.
We
Yeah,
recording.
I get credit when it's due. They brought in a new GM. They cleaning out the front office. That's step number 1, because you was a laughing stock at the All-Star game. Then you bring in Billy Donovan. Now you bring in Mo Cheeks. You snatch dude off Milwaukee's bench. I forgot his name. Snatch dude off Milwaukee's bench. So now you fire all the systems. So now you strengthen your coaching. You trying to clean up the front office, which people have been laughing at the Bulls for years because of the front office.
You said
Don't-
that.
Now let's
don't
see what type of moves they make, what type of players they bring in, because now you gotta rebuild the franchise. You know what I mean?
Hey,
gotta-
don't forget,
People gotta want to come
Kevin.
to Chicago.
Don't forget, Kevin. They also fired the training staff because they was the worst in basketball.
It really was.
But yeah, they was packing up injuries. But now people are watching Chicago. Let's see how they turn it around. Let's see the moves they make. Let's see the players they bring in.
Oh,
Now make the organization attractive for free agents again. Right now, it's not attractive. No one is coming here right now.
now
They
you
want to see how it turns around. Just saying, man.
Can you end your diatribe? Go ahead.
Man, you've
Damn.
been going all day.
Go ahead.
Boy, he got encyclopedias in his
Yeah,
house.
man, good God.
Dictionaries,
Right.
Webster's, boy. Go ahead, you
Jesus.
smart ass.
Jesus, man.
Don't you can't stand a smart dumb.
He,
Right
looked-
there.
Since we talking about since
He
me and
researched-
Ain't
the
nothing worse than a smart
he
dummy.
researched all these words before we started the show today.
since we're talking about the NBA, the Players Union agreed to start the season December 22nd.
Yeah.
They agreed.
We
to
already know this.
72 game season. But when you look into the actual deal that they just signed, man, it's an 18% escrow placed on all the players' salaries for 2 years to offset financial losses by each team. Now,
Correct.
from what I heard, they wanted it at like 35 to 40% to start it off. Do you understand that would have killed some of these players?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was a money deal. You already knew that. But here's what's ridiculous. What is today's date, everybody?
11
November 7th?
11-7.
Okay. So you telling me from today until December 22nd, they're about to have the draft, they're about to have free agency, then they're going to have training camp, and they're going to be on the floor December 22nd, and today is November 7th.
Mhm.
Is that what's about to happen?
Facts.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Well-
I just want to check.
Well, one of the reasons also, man, if you listen to some of the players, they was on ESPN. A lot of them said that they want to try to get back on track. They say they want to be on vacation in the summer, not playing basketball.
Right.
They want
And
to
they
be
don't
able
want to run to the
spend,
Olympics.
right. They want to
I
spend
get that.
time with
They
their
don't want to
family
run to the
and their
Olympics
kids,
either.
man. They say being out there playing during the summer, while they trying to spend time with their kids, and that's when they get to relax and stuff like that. They like, nah, we ain't down for that. Let's go ahead and start this season. Of course, you know it's a money grab for that Christmas game because you know that Christmas game bring in a lot of revenue. So you know it was part money grab also though.
Watch after the Christmas game, you're gonna get players that's gonna sit out. What they call it? What's the
Low management.
Low management.
But you know, they already saying this is going to be the most back-to-backs, and some of them 3 games in a row, probably in NBA history. But when you look at it, first of all, let me go back to that Zach LaVine trade. Zach LaVine and Brandon Ingram on the same floor is horrible. I don't understand why anybody would ever want to do that. That's terrible. And I heard the Bulls are really looking at LaMelo Ball. They really trying to find a way to get LaMelo Ball. But like Sly Kev would say, that's no here nor there. I think the 22nd, because you got to look back, man. You had teams like the Bulls we've been talking about that's been off. Hell, since what, March?
Yeah,
Since March.
They've been off since March, and I like the fact that the NBA's thinking more the 2021-2022 season, like try to get some type of normalcy back, and they don't want to run into the Olympics if the Olympics happens. So they've kind of been, they kind of teetering to make sure, their season is done and they're not overlapping with the Olympics. But to at least get back to some normalcy, maybe start on time next year, 2021, and Halloween, whatever weekend that they supposed to start. Because you can't keep flip-flopping these seasons. So you're going to have to take a hit somewhere. So they'd rather take the hit this year, start a little early, get a little less rest. You're going to have the worst rookie class ever because ain't no summer ball. These boys got to adjust to the NBA game on the fly. Literally, on the fly. They get drafted, a month later, you on the floor. So it is what it is. So I'm waiting to see free agencies and the trades, though. That's what I want to see. I want to see how that's going to work.
Well, compared to Zach LaVine and my man, is like you and you, Damani, and Ben when y'all played. But anyway,
whoa.
You know what?
We were a great combo, first of all. What you not going to do?
Well, first of all, there's one key word that you said in there, Sly. Played. You got cut from intramurals.
Never.
Hey,
twice.
Hey, both of y'all was like an AK-47 and an AR-15. So, that's how you.
And Sly had that beard in the 3rd grade.
That's true, I did. But you know what? But I'm gonna tell y'all this though.
I heard Ben was a gun, but carry on.
Yeah, he was. You could tell by it. You could tell by his calves. He jumped a lot. Hey, look. The Bulls, man. Look for the Bulls to shock the world with something on draft day. I don't know. It's gonna trade, pick, moving up. I think the Bulls got big plans, man. I like to see it.
They're gonna move up, man. And you know what else I want to know?
Yeah, they're gonna move up.
I didn't hear them say anything about the upcoming season. They're not gonna be in a bubble.
They're not. No, it's full go.
Oh,
yeah, it's
that's
full
what
go.
I thought.
Now I don't know the limited fans. How many fans they're gonna allow in, similar to what football doing. It won't be a packed arena. But you're right. There is no bubble. They're gonna be traveling. There ain't no bubble.
Supposedly there's no fans to February. I want to see the effect on free agency that this has, because I wonder, like, you gotta usually free agency, you change teams. You need a little time to adjust to your teammates.
Right.
They were talking about Rondo going to the Clippers, but I think a lot of people gonna run it back. I see the Lakers. I see everybody coming back to the Lakers to run it back. Why go somewhere and try to adjust to a new team within a couple of weeks? I just think that's going to really – I think
Lefty,
that's going to affect a lot of people's decisions.
Lefty, we're going to roll into
free agency.
We're going to roll into Smoke on the Ash because you giving me a segue. We got about 5 minutes before we got to pay some bills. But check it out. Stephen A. Smith believes the best team to challenge the Lakers for the chip in the upcoming season is the Golden State Warriors because Clay and Steph will come back. Y'all spoke to it or you asked them to it. Now, this is not saying that they're going to beat them, but to challenge them. So, PG, I'm going to let you go ahead. You going to smoke to this or you going to ash to it?
Man, I'm going to have to ash to it right now, man, because I looked at the way the Lakers played during the playoff, and they started clicking. They started clicking towards the end of the playoff. Right now, I think, like Damani said, if everybody come back, the whole team just like it is. If Rondo comes back, I had to ask to it, bro.
Okay. KDL.
First of all, you already know I'm gonna answer this. Now, I'm not saying Golden State. See, I think Stephen A is hyped to see Golden State. Of course, they're gonna be top 5. They will. Depending on, I know they're gonna draft big boy out of Memphis. And the key is, what free agents do they get? But they're not gonna sit out since last March, jump in December 22nd, and all of a sudden be right back in the title picture. It just simply doesn't work that way. So you have to see what bench they're gonna have now. You have to see whether Clay is really healthy, because I think him and Durant.
Lakers did it last year.
Yeah, but the Lakers had played together. The Lakers had played together one year.
They was a whole new team this year. Remember, whole new team.
It wasn't a whole new team. No, they wasn't.
You had AD, Rondo coming to that team, so they jumped.
Rondo was there.
Rondo played last year.
Rondo was there.
I think people are hyped. But real talk, I think people are hyped to see Golden State, and we know they're going to be good. But to say they're just going to jump in and jump over everybody else and challenge, no, I'm asking that.
Bring in Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah, the reject low budget Stephen A. AKA Sly.
Hey man, I understand that it's a high requirement to be on this show. Hey, look, I like, man. I don't know, man. I don't think Golden State can even beat Denver. I mean, you know, it's some good teams, man. Portland get 1 or 2 more pieces. I think the brother gonna change Houston around. They're gonna stop being a shoot and run team. I think he gonna let Westbrook control the ball a little bit more. I'm sorry, man. I don't see Golden State being even a challenger to the Los Angeles Lakers, because first of all, they don't have KD anymore, so that was a big plus for them. Because remember, last time my boy beat them, they cried to get KD the next year. So no, I don't think so.
Cried. We're gonna stop that. But that's
they did cry.
Show.
They did cry.
So
he picked up the phone.
Before
Draymond picked up the phone. Draymond picked up the phone. He called KD crying, "Come join us." He did.
Stop.
Bottom line. I'm just being honest with you.
Lefty, what's up, man? And also answer that question from Steve.
I can't see it. What's the question?
You say, where is Giannis going? You guys think he's gonna stay put?
I think Giannis at least stays another year. If it stays for this year, it could. I don't know what the schedule is going to be as far as trade deadline, but if Milwaukee don't think they have a chance to bring him back, then they may explore a trade then. But I see him staying in Milwaukee. I see there's no way he leaves there, not before December 22nd. And I disagree with Stephen A. Smith with Golden State, because I think the Clippers are still the biggest threat. And so we got to remember, this isn't the same Golden State team that won 73 wins, 73 games even before KD. You don't got Iguodala. You don't have the Bogits no more. What's the little guard? Leonardo. I forgot his name. The little guard. I mean, that bench was nice too. I mean, they had a nice bench full of veterans. This Golden State team is nothing like that. We'll see if they make some type of power move at the draft. It could change if something ridiculous happens, like a Giannis trade or something. But no, I think Golden State will be good. They'll be back in the playoff hunt. But as far as contending, I'm with Sly. I don't see them being over Denver. I got the Clippers, Denver. Hell, I go as far as Utah. I think they'll be in that little mix.
I think Utah gonna get Hayward back. I think he needs to go back home. I don't think he fit good with Boston.
Yeah, Boston time to move him.
Yeah, but for far as the West, I totally agree with you. When Golden State, they coming down, man. I don't think they're ready.
Okay, fellas. Sorry to cut you off, PG, before you went in, man.
Oh, that's okay.
It's time to pay some bills, man. We're gonna go to break and we're gonna come back with some more smoking ash. Stay tuned and let's rock with it for the rest of the. Let's go. All right, we back from paying those bills, and I want to give a shout out to everybody that's following us and rocking with us every Saturday at 12 p.m. So now, we Chicago die hard to the core on this show, but we always got to show some love to New York because our man KDL is a Giants fan. But I got a question on Smoke or Ash. Are the Giants just a plain old bad team, man? Or are they just being mismanaged? The reason I say that, Daniel Jones, QB1 for the G-Men, since 2019, he got 36 interceptions in the NFL. How do you fix the G-Men without blowing up the team?
Can I answer that?
You know what I'm saying? KDL, I'm going to come to you last, so I'm going to let everybody say what they got to say. So get yourself ready to
So we doing. So you put this in here so we can do a Giants roasting, right?
No Giants,
that's cool,
roast, man.
That's cool. That's cool. Go ahead. Because we're gonna talk about the Bears, I'm sure. So go ahead.
So, Sly Dog, you had your hand raised, man. What's up?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. Me and Kevin talked about this. Gettleman is the problem. He gets fired for North. He gets fired from Carolina. He comes over there. He drafts Daniel Jones because he cool with him, and he cool with the Mannings. And Daniel Jones is not the answer. The bottom line is you fire Gettleman. He's the worst general manager. I don't know who worse, him or Pace, but that's neither here nor there. Fire Dave Gettleman. Start there.
So Lefty, avid football fan, and I know we roast the Giants and all, but let's talk honestly about the Giants, man. What's your thoughts?
No, I'm actually shocked, Kevo. I'm not going on them like that. I'm not going in on the Giants like that. I actually think there's some talent there. I think they need to rebuild that offensive line. They need to totally rebuild that offensive. They need if they don't go draft a left tackle, it don't matter if Trevor Lawrence is available. If they don't fix that offensive line, regardless of who's behind center, is gonna get killed. Saquon can't stay healthy, but you got Evan Ingram, you got Shepard. There's some talent over there. It's definitely some talent, and I think they in a rebuilding phase now. Now they need to get that coaching staff together though. Like I don't know what they're doing, but you can't bring a young quarterback in there and change coaches and offensive coordinators every year. Daniel Jones, I think he just I think the talent around him needs to be better, especially up front. And it would have really helped him if Saquon didn't get hurt so early in the season. But it's every team go through it. It's just their time. They had their championship runs. They did their thing over the years. Now they just in rebuild mode. They just got to get somebody in there. And I agree with Sly. Gettleman is terrible. They definitely need to get a GM in there that can rebuild that organization. But I ain't gonna say Daniel Jones a bum. I mean, he needs to learn how to protect the ball in the pocket. I ain't never seen so many strip sacks in my damn life. He definitely don't know. His pocket presence has to get better.
The damn ball away, but go ahead.
But his pocket presence needs to definitely get better. But I think if you build him a line, get him a running game, if Saquon can stay healthy, I think he's manageable, especially in that horrible division.
What about Evan Ingram dropping a wide open pass?
Hey, Ivan.
Because I can see Kevin, I can see steam coming out of Kevin's ears, but I want to calm him down because I think the Giants could be sitting on top of the NFC East. Like, look at some of these losses. I'll go with last week. We'll start with all their losses, right? Last week to the Bucks, 25-23. That's 2 points, right? We'll go to the week before. Eagles, 1 point, 22-21. They lost. They end up winning. They end up beating Washington by 1 point. They end up losing to the Cowboys by a field goal. They end up losing to a Rams by a touchdown. The only blowout they've had all year is the San Francisco 49ers in week 3. Every other game has been tight. And, yeah, they're rebuilding. They need to continue to add to that offensive line. But without Saquon Barkley, look what they're able to do.
So,
yeah.
Are you high, Ivan?
So
Ivan.
Yes.
hold on, Kevin. Hold on.
Okay, I'll wait. Go ahead, Pat.
Because I'm gonna take the high road too, because you thought we was gonna roast your team, even though they
Yeah,
won it, even though they right. Even though your team is 1-7 this year, they look really bad. But a lot of these games, man, the Giants have been playing, man, and they just been losing games at the last minute, man, letting games fall through their hands. They had a lot of injuries, like Damani said. They got a lot of talent on their team. They even had a lot of injuries, and their front line is garbage. But one thing I am gonna say, judging the eye test, Daniel Jones is not better than one of the quarterback we got. I don't care what you say.
Well, he better than Trubisky, but carry on.
Kev, before I let you go in, I do want to, you thought this was just going to be a roast, but it's not.
It is.
But the one question, as you give us your diatribe, as
It's diatribe.
Terrible.
Is Saquon done as a top running back with 2 back-to-back injuries? Is he done?
Yes.
Is he done as one of the top running backs? So, Kev, the floor is yours.
Good question.
Unfortunately, as a top running back, yes, he's probably done. Now, he's probably still going to be, as long as he comes back healthy, he'll be a good running back. But this last injury, man, he blew his money. You know what I mean? He was coming up on that money, man. He's not going to get that money now. So he's going to have to come back, prove he's healthy, and he'll be a good running back. But you can't have 2 ACLs, bro, at a young age and think you're finna rise back up to the level that people portrayed him to be. Nah, them days over, bro. I hope he comes back healthy. I hope he can, but top running back, those days are over. As far as the Giants, if you watch the games, which I do on the red zone, if you watch the games, bro, out of those under 7-point losses, some of them under 4-point losses that Ivan said, half, if not more than half of those games, they led in the fourth quarter. They should have beat the Eagles. They should have beat the Eagles. Let them come back. They should have beat the Cowboys. Let them beat them on the last-second field goal. My opinion, they should have beat the Bears.
What?
They should have beat. Yes, they should have beat the Bears. Yes.
Of course, that was going to be your opinion.
No, but this ain't no shot. If you watch that game in the fourth quarter, in the second half, they took over the second half, and they should have drove it down on the fourth quarter. Neither here nor there. But the games they've been losing, bro, the Tampa game, okay, I'm going to lay off the pass interference, but we should have never lost that game. Daniel Jones don't turn the ball over, we won the game. Evan Ingram catches the ball in Philly, we win the game. Now, I know y'all going to say if, shoulda, woulda, coulda, all that, but if you watch the games, yes, they're a bad football team, but they're not a terrible football team. I say that because when you watch the Jets, they're terrible. The Jets are terrible. The Giants are not terrible. Like they win the games, bro. They just don't close it out. They end up losing. They don't have that player to put them over the top.
They're the Atlanta Falcons. Huh?
They're not.
Or the NFCs.
Yeah, because okay. Watch this, y'all.
Kevin, you're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not.
You said they winning, but they end up losing. They can't be both of those. They lost, buddy.
No, they're winning the games, bro. They're winning in the fourth quarter, and they end up losing the games in the fourth quarter. I know it counts as a loss, which is why I said that. But what I'm saying is, like the money said, okay, they're the Atlanta Falcons. So any given Sunday, Atlanta can go out and beat anybody. And you be like, whoa, why don't do this every week? And then the next week, they'll blow the game in the fourth quarter. Giants do the same thing.
Every time I pick them, they blow the game in the fourth quarter. Damn Falcons.
Yeah.
Stand them.
Y'all didn't watch the Giants.
Tell us how you really feel, Lucky.
The last couple of weeks, man, and y'all like, oh man, I know they ain't finna win. And then they do something. Daniel Jones throw the ball away. They give up a big play, and they lose the game.
I watched the game with you that Thursday at EL. I watched the game, and the Giants was playing. Man, the Giants was playing really great. Daniel Jones, he broke out and he was running, and and then the next thing you know, he fell, and that was it. When he fell, it went downhill from there.
He wasn't used to running.
They did score on that drive though, Patrick.
Yeah, but he still ran 80 yards and then failed.
Listen,
but just like, but it's not. I think. But Lucky said earlier, it's the coaching staff. It's not the coaching staff. They playing this new coach they playing with. They play for this dude. They play hard for this dude. Jason Garrett is the offensive coordinator. Defensive coordinator, but if you watch the game, they're playing, bro. They're playing hard. They're playing to win. They're just losing the game. The difference with the Giants, and I'm going to tell you, the Giants will not get Trevor Lawrence because some of these close games are going to go their way. They're going to end up winning more games than the Jets. So the Giants won't get Trevor. But if you watch the games, bro.
Kevin.
Skip Bayless.
I'm tired. I'm tired of listening to you.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Exactly.
Hey, Kev, what about they can get Justin Fields?
That's a possibility.
Don't ruin that kid's career.
Kevin,
but they get an offensive line. Justin Fields is great.
If the Giants get a top 5 pick, they should trade it.
Why would
they should trade it?
Well, they're going to get a top 5 pick.
Justin Fields can run the ball. Anyway, Kevin, stop.
That's true.
The Giants are trash. Your GM is trash. And your owners are trash. The bottom line is the Giants are irrelevant. They've been irrelevant since 2011 when they lucked up and beat Brady for the second time. Okay?
No, they didn't luck up doing it. You beat somebody twice. Luck, but carry on.
And I'm tired of it. The best Giants teams are the 90s teams coached by Bill Parcells and the drug addict. Other than that,
Lawrence
Taylor?
Yes. Wow. You being disrespectful, bro. That's real disrespectful. But you ain't lying.
Those are
right.
facts.
They won the Super Bowl in 2007 and 2011, which was after the 90s. The Bears haven't won since '85. So let's stop this. Let's stop this right now. Right. Let's stop it.
So, Kev,
if y'all watched it,
I'm gonna cut you off because we got to move on. And as you say, trust and believe. We'll come back to the Giants in this football season. Okay.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, I know that because you engineering the show. I know that.
Yeah. So thank you for coming out. Good night. It's Jimmy G Dunn in San Francisco. Will he have a reunion with the Pats? Will Ryan Atlanta quarterback, will he end up as a Niner? What's your thoughts, Lefty?
No and no. Well, let me first say, I'm not sure about Jimmy G, but I think the problem San Fran's going to have, Atlanta, they are playing a lot better since they fired Quinn. So I don't think they're going to be in position to draft Trevor Lawrence or Justin Fields. And so I don't see them moving on from Matt Ryan. I know San Fran could, offer them a nice little package and they could take on his salary, but I don't think Atlanta's going to do. I think they're going to play well enough throughout the rest of the year where they think next year they may be able to do something. So that's not going to happen. Jimmy G reunited with Josh McDaniels and Belichick will be good for Jimmy G. But Kyle Shanahan's a dope coordinator too, dope play call. He's a QB whisperer. Maybe he done already hit his ceiling, and it's just not going any further. I think the Pats gonna go for a rebuild. They're not gonna go with Jimmy G. So I'm gonna say no to both.
Okay,
it's not gonna happen.
So we're gonna keep this train moving because the soliloquy by Sly, Kevin, that kind of put us behind. So we need to catch up a little bit.
I ain't said nothing.
As we talked last week, as I told you, the MVP race in the NFL was going to remain fluid, and each week the names would change. Now, you guys got on me for not putting Pat Mahomes in the list, but he's back. He's back. The young kid just balls out, okay? You got Russell Wilson. He is never out of the game with Russell. Now, Big Ben is in the list this week. But I got to kind of have a problem with him because he get a lot of recognition, but it's the team's defense that's pushing them along for them to be undefeated. Big Ben ain't making all the big throws and stuff. He's making some decent stuff, but it ain't Big Ben that's winning. It's that defense that's winning. And then we got my man, A-Rod. When he's on, he is on. And whatever him and Devontae Adams got going on right now, man, they are balling. So, are we smoking the Russell? We smoke or ashing? We smoking the Pat? You know how we do it. So, PG, I'm gonna let you start this one off.
I'm still gonna smoke the Russell, man. Russell and Pat to me still are the top two quarterbacks in the league, man.
Yeah.
Hey, your name ain't
Oh,
PG,
sorry.
man.
I thought I had my own mute on.
Oh, okay, that's all right though. But yeah, I think those two are the top two. To me, them two are still the top two. Aaron Rodgers, man, he is playing lights out, but it's not a consistent play with lights out to me. You know what I'm saying? They won these last couple of games. They won pretty big. Devontae Adams is like his go-to guy. When Devontae Adams is in there, they look forward to the running game. Big Ben, again, like you said, it's the defense with Pittsburgh. Ben is making plays, but Pittsburgh defense is what's holding that team down right now and got them to the point where they're going to be, 7-0? So I'm going to smoke to those top two, Russell and Mahomes right now. Those my leading candidate. Slide, now you can go.
Dang.
First of all, you're going to smoke to Russ as being number one. A-Rod is number two, period, and point blank. Patrick Mahomes, they run the ball one game. Patrick Mahomes is good, but A-Rod has nobody but one wide receiver. And y'all better start looking at that man probably as being the best wide receiver in football and start absolutely respecting that. Okay? He Hopkins is good, but he ain't doing what that boy doing because it's him or bust in Green Bay. So is Aaron Rodgers is still Russell, Aaron Rodgers too. You can keep your boy Patrick Mahomes back there somewhere in the background.
KDL.
I still got Russell number one right now, so I'm smoking the Russell until that changes. I don't see anybody that's having a better year with less. Russell Wilson's defense is terrible. If Russell Wilson doesn't put up big numbers every week, they lose.
Yes.
So you got to look at the MVP like that. Mahomes will always be in the conversation because, KC got the good record. They're the defending champs. Mahomes puts up numbers. He'll always be in the conversation. He'll finish top three regardless because the Chiefs' record is going to be that way. Aaron Rodgers will be in the conversation this year. If him and Devontae Adams keep doing what they're doing every week and they advance in the playoffs, bro, Aaron Rodgers is going to be up there. Aaron Rodgers is going to be up there. I do not think Roethlisberger will, even though him and Claypool will be clowning, but I don't think he'll be in the MVP. Pittsburgh will be one of the top teams, but it won't be because of Big Ben. So I'm smoking right now to Russell, number one. That has not changed.
Are you
What happened to
froze?
PG?
What happened to Ben?
Ben.
I think Ben froze. So I'll go. So I'm gonna go a little different. I'm a smoke to all four. That's gonna be in the conversation, but my ranking gonna be a little different. I'm gonna go Russell Wilson first. I'm gonna actually go Aaron Rodgers second. Not because he's my quarterback in fantasy league, and right now I'm shining them boots up on PG in the biggest upset in our fantasy league. That's
Yes,
no here
sir.
nor there.
Yes,
That's
sir.
no here nor there.
Yes, sir.
Then I'm gonna go Big Ben, man. For some reason, this dude, after losing Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell, man, people just shine under him. If it wasn't Juju, this year's Claypool. I mean, you got to give it to Big Ben. Then I'm gonna put Mahomes fourth. He's gonna be in there, but he's not. His numbers aren't like eye popping like they were previous years. But definitely, you got to put all of them in the MVP conversation. But what Aaron Rodgers is doing, he had that one bad game against the Bucs. Other than that, man, that dude been flinging the ball. Even if he lost to Minnesota, he still put up numbers. So I gotta go with I gotta go with that order: Russell, A-Rod, Big Ben, and Mahomes.
Hey, before we go any further, I need to address something real quick with my man who just got through speaking with the bad back. You beat me. It's not going to be upset because, first of all, Ed already beat me. So I'm already been beat. Right now, you only win because you have Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams on the same team. So they got you out to a great lead.
Your record is better than mine.
Don't get too happy.
I said it'd be the upset of the year.
Don't get too happy.
Wow.
Don't get too happy.
It don't matter.
I guess I had some technical difficulties. I dropped out for a moment, but let's keep this going.
Hey, man, your phone service is as bad as your headline.
Ooh.
Damn.
Wow. Protect yourself at all
Wow.
times.
Wow. You know what? I'm going to take that shot, but I'm going to keep it on moving because you mean nothing to me. Let's go. Okay. Who's the blame for the Patriots? Is it Belichick or Cam?
Man.
Or is it just this team is just not good enough?
Dude.
So, KDL. Let's go.
Man.
Belichick hit it on the head.
A lot of the blame is being put on Cam.
Wake us up at 1:15.
Yeah, but that's not right. That's not right. Sly, we've been listening to you all day. I hope the sun burns you. But look, Belichick put it right. This is not on Cam, even though Cam is failing miserably in his audition to play for another team next year. This is not on Cam. You have no weapons whatsoever. Belichick said it. We went all in the last 5 years. We got 3 Super Bowls out, or 2 Super Bowls out of it. We mortgaged our future. So we say, hey, we just got to do what we got to do right now. We ain't got no money. We went all in on the Super Bowl. He just told you. So he ain't tripping. He's not worried. He didn't want too much for us to say this is all Belichick's fault. He didn't want too much. So he gets a leeway for a year for that. He told you, we mortgaged our future for the Super Bowls. Brady knew it, so Brady left. And you can't blame Belichick if there's no wide receiver. You can't blame Cam. Excuse me. You can't blame Cam if it's no wide receivers, if it's no running game, if your whole defense sat out because of COVID. This ain't Cam's fault. Belichick mortgaged the future, which is why he's trying to get Gilmore off the books. He mortgaged the future for those Super Bowls they won. He just told you. So he said, hey, this when the year caught up with us.
Lefty.
Brady knew it. Brady bounced.
Lefty, your thoughts?
Where'd she go?
Lefty is frozen.
He froze.
Boost Mobile has hit him hard. So we're going to move on to...
Y'all can't never talk about my phones no more.
Let's go, Sly.
Hey, man. Man. Man.
Okay, you want me to go? Do you come back? You?
Yeah, because I'm trying to get a thought here, man. But go ahead, Pat.
He's looking for one of the big words he got written on the paper.
No,
his paper blew off.
Right.
The table.
I'm gonna say it's a combination, man. It's a New England issue, period. Like you said, they're in a rebuilding stage. They don't have no weapons for this man to throw to. The running game is not New England's running game like it used to be. The defense looks subpar. But also, I still got to put some of this on Cam, man. There's been some plays that we seen Cam do some interception stuff. And you know you shouldn't be throwing this ball. You know you shouldn't be making this play as a quarterback, as one of the used to be top quarterbacks in the league. So you have to take some blame also. But overall, it's just a whole New England thing, man. Right now, they're in a rebuilding stage. They just suck right now.
Well, you're right. You're right, Pat.
Mr. Sly,
yeah,
you lost your turn. Sorry, we're going into what's your fantasy. So, can you bring KDL, myself, and my dog on the screen?
Wow, boy,
you still gonna be on the screen. You still gonna be on the screen, Sly Dog.
Wow,
have your way, Sly Dog.
Wow,
yeah.
You.
All right. What's your fantasy?
Disrespectful, man.
What's your fantasy, man? We gotta get into this fantasy football.
You out of pocket.
Are you gonna play him or you gonna bench him? At QB, Drew Brees versus the Bucs defense. KDL, you playing him or you benching him?
I gotta play him because he gets Michael Thomas back. So he gets his main dude that he's been missing the last 3-4 weeks back.
Is Sanders off the COVID list yet?
I don't. You know what? They ain't saying nothing about Sanders. I know Thomas is back this week. So because he gets his main guy back, and he still got Kamara, I'm playing him. Yes. Giants moved the ball on him. How come New Orleans can't?
All right. Running back, Sly Dog. Jonathan Taylor versus the Ravens defense. You playing him? You playing him or you benching him?
That's gonna be tough, but you got to play Jonathan Taylor. They got a good, decent offensive line. Indianapolis. I think they're better. He might get about 3 yards to carry, but you got to play Jonathan Taylor.
Okay. KDL, Stephon Diggs versus the Seattle Hawks defense. You playing them or you benching them?
I'm playing him and I'm playing them twice on Sundays. Have you watched Seattle's defense? Come on, man. You got to. He going to eat.
As
Yes, he
Flat
going to eat.
say, they can't stop a nosebleed.
Nosebleed. Yes. You play him.
All right, tight end. Slide. Darryl Waller versus the Bucs defense.
You play Waller all day. Nobody in the Bucs defense can stop Waller. I know that. The Bucs know that. Play Waller all day. Waller might be the best tight end in football.
Team. KDL. Cardinals offense versus the Chargers defense.
Yes. Arizona's offense is, I don't want to call it dynamic, but Kyler Murray can just take off whenever. Y'all know Hopkins is a beast. So, yes, you play them. Yes, play them all day.
Okay. Slide Dog. Bonus. Big Ben versus the Cowboys defense.
You start Big Ben and his two sisters. Play them all. Cowboys are absolute. Cowboys can't stop Simeon. Play him.
Wow. KDL, last bonus. Robbie Anderson versus the Chiefs defense.
Robbie Anderson? Is that the wide receiver from the Jets?
Carolina, man.
Carolina. Yeah, I'll play him. I will play him because Teddy got to throw to somebody. I will play him.
It's not like the Chiefs DBs are like locked down.
Right.
Exactly. They're going to give up some points. So I will play him.
All right. So next week we will have another What's Your Fantasy Play 'em Pick 'em with Slide Dog and one of the panelists and discuss. Now let's get into some NFL notes real quick. Lefty, why have the Ravens look like a shell of their team from last year? Is this Harbaugh trying to make Jackson into a pocket passer? Now this week he came out and said Jackson got to step up his gameplay. You know, is it because they have a lack of the top receiver? And what is going on with their running backs, man? I know Mark Ingram been kind of on the shelf because I believe a hamstring or is a high ankle. It's one of those, but he's been on the shelf. What's going on with the Ravens, Lefty?
It's simple. It's the NFL. You will get figured out. All that, the little option thing they be running, the little college type offense they was running, at some point, NFL defense was going to figure them out. All it took was one team to figure them out, and now everybody's kind of following that blueprint. And Lamar Jackson seems to be taking a step backwards, but I think Harbaugh, now the expectation is to adjust. You got to ask yourself, can Lamar Jackson adjust his game? And he got to be able to make throws in the pocket. All that, fake handing the ball off and running, that ain't going to cut it. They got people out there trying to contain them, keeping them inside, but between the tackles, like they figured them out. So he has to change it up. I think that's going to be the issue. We predicted that early in the year, that, you're not going to keep running the same thing. There's nowhere in the NFL, in the history of the NFL, you're just going to keep just taking off running the ball. Mike Vick had to become a passer. We saw what happened to RG3. Like at some point, Randall Cunningham, even go way back. It looked good for the first year or so. Once they figured out, you got to adjust, step the game up, Mr. Jackson.
So KDL, I'm gonna come to you right now. This is Bear Down. A couple of things I want you to talk on, but I need you to keep your time, because if not, Slag on come across the screen and slap you. So, Javon Weems.
That's not gonna happen. I'm a grown man, but carry on. Javon
Weems, 2-game suspension. It was upheld by the NFL for putting his hands on C.J. Gardner. C.J. Gardner-Johnson denies spitting on him, but remember, this is the same dude that took the Florida flag and tried to mount it on Florida State's 50-yard line. Got into it. He's the same dude that Michael Thomas punched in practice a few weeks ago. Let's talk about it.
Well, if you him, at some point you got to stand up for yourself, man. If you get a reputation around the league where you soft, people are gonna go at you, whether it's teammates, whether it's opponents, whatever. So you can't. Come on, man. At some point, that dude got to stand up for himself. As far as Wings, I thought he said it was something personal against him. He spit on him, whatever. I thought. Remember, he put his finger. Remember, the dude put his finger in his teammate's face right before that, up on the helmet. So I thought he ran over there and protected him on that. But when we started live,
remember he snatched his mouthpiece and threw it.
Yeah, I thought he was protecting his teammate when we started live. I didn't know the spitting and all that. Dude denied it. I don't know. I'm all for taking up for your teammates. I understand that wholeheartedly, but that was a little. That was a little. Hey, I don't know about the spitting thing. They only know they was on the field. Hey.
So PG, based on the reaction of Javon, when somebody spit on you, it's like it throws you back and then you just react. That's what it kind of looked at. I know the NFL looked and was trying to find the spitting incident. It wasn't clear as Rondo spitting on Chris Paul and Chris Paul giving him the two-piece immediately. Speak on it. You're on mute.
You're on mute.
All right. Lefty, step in on that one.
What the?
I'll jump in. The problem is you swing on him as soon as he spits on you. You don't wait 2-3 plays down the line and do a premeditated murder and sit and plot and plan it and then go swing on the dude after a play. I mean, the refs missed it. He spit on you. If you'd have swung right there, then I think it could have been, NFL made to investigate a little more, took a little more serious, but it ain't what it's what you can prove. It ain't what you know, it's what you can prove. And there's no proof that he was spit on. And you don't wait. In football, you do it right then and there. Somebody spit on you, poke you in your eye, do something dirty to you, you retaliate. That he went to the huddle. He actually went to the sideline because it was like a whole nother series, defensive series.
Hey, he had to wait till he got back out there. He got back out there.
He came back in and targeted the man.
Hey, Damani,
that's a bad look.
So my coworker spit at me on work. I'd come all the way home, go to bed, get back up to work,
right. The next day.
Javon Williams, you the idiot of the day.
He get a shack in the food.
He get a shack in the food.
Hey, PG, go ahead and reset. Try to reset because I think if you reset it, you'll get the audio.
The dude, man, let the man spit on him. Waited. Ain't no way somebody gonna spit on me, man. That's one of the nastiest things you could do to somebody, man. It's disrespectful. Right. You totally think I'm gonna wait? You think I'm gonna wait? That shows you, man. I don't know what's up with these young guys, man. That's crazy. Then he fighting with a helmet on.
Hey,
that's
Joey B down in Florida said, "True that. You got to go when it happens."
Hey, can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, we hear you now.
Hey, and I wish I could.
Well, all you gotta do is go ahead and log off. You won't have to hear me. So I'm going back, man. We already know spitting is one of the foulest things you could do and to anybody on this earth. But as Lucky said, you spit on me, I'm taking you down right then and there. I ain't got no time to go think about it because I've already thought about it. You spit on me, it's over. So if he just took went into him and pushed him real good, I could have took the penalty, you know what I'm saying? But you beat the man up 2 plays later, or however many plays later, it's useless now. The meaning has gone.
What the man said. The man has said he hit like a girl.
Hey,
I agree with you, Pat. You going in just like your hairline gone.
Whoa.
I agree.
Wow. I don't even have a hairline, so that's not even worried about
and
it.
that came
Chris Kringle.
And that's spoken from one of Dunbar's finest.
Finest we don't know about. Yeah.
Well, since you're talking about school, your beard is a sin.
That's a good one, Pat.
All right, we still on bear down. How does Mitch end injure his shoulder on the one long snap that he was in the game.
He didn't injure his shoulder. You know what they did? They told him, Mitch, go out there and get hurt, so we'll have to put you back in.
I think Pat might have something, man.
Hey.
Y'all know
Man,
damn
let me
well
tell you
that dude didn't injure his shoulder. Y'all know damn well. Right after the play, he stood right by the coach, didn't touch his shoulder or nothing. Remember? We was teasing, talking about take your helmet off, Mitch. That's it. Remember we was teasing? And did it look like he hurt his shoulder?
No, it did not.
The Bears made that up so all the controversy can go. So when the game started, now there's no question we can't put Mitch in.
We can't push that.
I totally disagree. I totally disagree.
Come on,
Lefty. I 100% disagree. It's no way a team's gonna make me fake an injury when you decline my 5th-year option, and I'm a free agent next year. Pretend like I hurt the same shoulder I hurt last year. There's no way that's gonna happen. I think he got hurt. As weird as it was, it's a freak injury, and it happens. But you're not gonna tell me to play hurt and risk my NFL career going forward when I'm clearly not gonna be here next year. That's not.
When did he get hurt?
Hey,
let me ask you a question.
I got a question.
When did he get hurt?
Too,
it's always one hit, man. It's football, dog. One hit. It don't. Sometimes you don't even see it. It could be, and that was the same shoulder they injured last year.
I got a question.
So you aren't going to go in there with the damaged goods in the free agency if you don't have to.
Lucky, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Was it a freak accident with your back?
Oh.
Wow.
Go to hell.
I'm gonna take it another step further. Remember when Sly was washing the fork and he tore his ACL. It's a freak accident. I believe you, Lefty.
And the only other freak accident is Pat's beard. But that's not here nor there.
In the words of Ty, I know this is a family show. Boy.
But straight up, man. Straight up. Y'all remember the play? He was in for one play. He got up, went to the sideline. It was literally standing there with his helmet on. Now, if his shoulder was hurt, don't you think he would have grabbed his shoulder? Don't you think somebody would have been over there? Right? So when you're in a certain position, dog, it don't matter. Like, he's trying to get back in there. He was gonna probably try to play through the injury, but it was what it was, man. You trying to play. You want to get back on the field. When did he get hurt?
Hey, it happens, dog. It's football.
When? So you think he went and stood on the sideline right next to the coach right after the play, knowing he was hurt, didn't touch his shoulder whatsoever, and then later on in the locker room, oh, I'm hurt.
So, Kev, let me ask you: if they didn't decline your 5th-year option, Kev, you finna go on the free agency. You gonna fake hurt? You gonna let you fake hurt? Are you serious?
No, I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't do it.
It ain't gonna happen.
But if I gotta.
Hey, Kev, I gotta trust and believe in Lefty because Lefty, in his lifetime of 47 years, got 2,007.5 injuries in his lifetime. So I believe in Lefty.
I'm a soldier. I got war wounds, baby.
Lefty, if you look at his medical chart, it reads like like the Bible.
Whoa.
Dang.
Wow.
Is that bad?
He got chapters?
He got chapters.
I thought we was all 15, cool.
Verse 15, section 5. It's like a law library, his medical chart.
Fractured third vertebrae.
So now I got a question for you guys, man. We finna get into it. I got questions for you. Right now, we're in week 9. Who is the best QB wide receiver tandem? Mahomes and Hill, Wilson and Metcalf, or Rodgers and Adams?
Oh, that's easy.
Slide. Let's go.
That's easy. That's easy. That's my boy in Adams. I mean, come on, man. Aaron Rodgers and Adams, man. I mean, dude, he could put the ball and Devontae Adams catching it where and whenever. I mean, man, dude, it's like everybody has game plans to stop Devontae Adams and Kane. So, me, I'm smoking to Rodgers and Adams.
KDL.
I hate to agree with Sly because it's just absolutely ridiculous. But
we voted together.
Right now, yes, it's Adams and Rodgers right now, hands down. Russell Wilson goes to Lockett one week, he goes to Metcalf the next. Mahomes goes to Hill, he goes they're not consistent. Rodgers and Adams is every single week.
Right.
Like, it just consistent. It ain't nothing you can do about it. So if they were more consistent, other quarterbacks are more consistent, I would go with them. Right now, it got to be Rodgers and Adams.
Man.
PG, what's your thoughts? Because it seems like that tandem is giving you the boots right now. So let's talk about it.
Whoa.
That's neither here nor there, the fantasy league right now. But it's a trifecta, man. Right now, it's Rodgers and Adams, like Slot said. Dude, whenever Rodgers throw the ball at Adams, Adams is coming up with the ball. Right now, he looks like one of the unstickable receivers in the league right now. So they showing their tails, and they are giving me the boots. But at the same time, I'm not even worried about the Damani team.
Lefty?
Hate to agree with all of them because it's such a bad look. But yes, I'm going Rodgers and Adams, and mainly because who else is on Green Bay? Like, aren't these defenses planning for Devontae Adams?
Right.
And he's coming off an injury.
They
And
try.
they still can't stop him. And like Sly said, he's looking like one of the most unstoppable receivers in the league right now. You gotta be double teaming this dude, man. This dude is catching everything thrown his way.
Dude, they double team
He
him.
doing
And
his thing.
they double team him, and the boy still getting it.
He's still getting it.
He's still
He's
eating.
still eating. Hill, you know, when we were talking to Holmes and Hill, usually Hill somehow, because his speed is wide open. Like, he gets wide open, so it's a little easier to hit. But Rodgers threading the needle. He catching it in coverage, man. Adams is definitely that dude. Matter of fact, I'll go under them is you may have to go Russell Wilson and DK Metcalf after Rodgers and Adams.
What about Lockett, though? I mean, Lockett is
Right, see?
Lockett doing his thing. I'm just talking about the tandems, but
Hey,
Well, see, Russell ain't consistent with that though. If he go to Metcalf like if he did what Rodgers and Adams was doing to Metcalf every week, he go to Metcalf every week, they'll be killing. But like I say, one week he let Lockett eat, the next week he let Metcalf eat. Patrick Mahomes is all over the place. He don't have a consistent dude he goes to. Patrick Mahomes all over the place.
did you all see on Facebook, you know, last week you saw Metcalf run down on the interception. Did you see that they put biting on and running down Trump? Man, I think that right there, that made my week right there.
The internet never loses. The internet always wins, baby.
Man, that killed me. Yes, that killed me today when I seen that. That was out of pocket.
Wow.
What is that?
But it was factual though.
Gandy sucks. All right. Gandy
He ain't even on the show.
Oh,
he
he
out
on
there.
there.
He out here.
He said something about my boy Sly. That's why he got that.
What he say about me?
He talking about Sly the boost this week.
That's all right. That's my
See,
man.
there it
man.
is right there.
I mean, the man started in the class of '89. He's not that smart.
Hey,
But
shout
that's
out to
neither here
Hey, watch your mouth, man.
dang.
Watch your mouth.
What about Misty?
That's neither here nor there.
She got a
Right.
default.
I'm calling Misty right after this show.
Hey, shout out to my boy TB. TB watching the show too, brothers.
TB Wilson.
What up, TB, man? Prayers going out to you and the family.
Yes,
hey,
sir.
we about to face the
For
Bills,
sure,
man.
bro.
We'll be right back. Lefty need to go take his back pill, so we'll be right back.
Whoa!
And empty his baby
Whoa.
bladder.
All right, we are back, man. I want to give a couple of shout outs, man. I want to give a shout out to Sean and Maya. Watch their show, comes on every day. So, man, those are our brethren here on SportsZone Chicago. And I also want you to catch my boys on What's Up Cuz every Monday night, man. Make sure you guys are watching them just as you watch us. And I want to give a happy birthday shout out, man, to my brother, Big T. Today is his birthday, man. So, man, happy birthday to my brother out there.
The only mole that counts.
Happy birthday, boy.
The only mole that counts, baby. Happy birthday, Tone. You the man.
Watch your mouth, Lamar.
Whoa.
Happy birthday, Bears fan. Hey, let me ask y'all a quick question. When does Jim Harbaugh finally get fired? Can y'all answer that?
Is he winning today?
No.
Indiana 31, Michigan 14.
He's fired.
He done.
I think this may be his last year.
No, this is his last game.
You
lose to Indiana, he's done.
You lose to Indiana and Michigan State at the crib. You don't come close to beating Ohio State. You ain't beat them since you've been there.
And Michigan State Michigan State getting blowed out today.
That's what I'm saying.
Why are you still there?
You can't lose it. But Indiana good this year, though. Remember, I told you, Kevin, they good, though.
They good this year.
They good.
But you ain't supposed to be on 31-14.
Hey, Ivan, can you send the medical personnel over to Lucky Lefty? I think he's having severe back pain.
I'm back.
That's my friend. No, he's not.
If you notice, he got out of the chair. He went and sat in, and he went and sat in that massage chair.
I moved it over because my laptop was dying.
His back over there like this. He over there like this.
Hey, man, why y'all
like
keep talking about this man back, man?
Because his back is like his hairline. Gone.
I ain't got no hairline, asshole.
That's the point.
That's true.
If you put you and Sly Beard together, you will have two horrible situations at once. How about
that?
That's Damani. That's Damani.
That's cold, Ivan.
If Santa Claus and Grady had babies, twins, it'll be you two.
Hey, Ivan, put up my boy. Hey, Ivan, put up my boy Lovey. Put up my boy Lovey Smith, though. Put up Lovey Smith, though. That's my man.
Lovey.
Yes, sir.
That's terrible, man. You got your beard looking like Lovey and you like it.
Lovey cut his off and now he got the Ripper Man face.
Oh no, he messed up.
Yeah, he do look horrible, but he always got Ripper Man.
He looking like his son.
Dang.
Hey, come on, man. Leave his son out.
That was low.
Wow.
That
was low.
That was low blow, man.
I totally forgot about that.
That was a low blow, Pat.
Hey,
I'm sorry.
Pat.
Come on, man.
Hey, Pat.
I'm sorry.
Don't run. Now I have seen Lovey around the south suburb, man. Don't run into him, man.
That's cold, Pat.
There goes Sly.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There goes Sly Vesta.
Yes, sir. The Lovey, baby.
But the one thing about Lovey and Sly, Lovey body don't look horrible like Sly. Sly look like Sinbad.
That hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings, man. And I thought we were close.
He looked like Sinbad with a bionic knee.
He looked like a can of biscuit at Buster because they was sitting out in the heat.
Sly got his knee surgery on Groupon. Buy one, get one half off. Go to hell.
Hey, Pat. Pat, I thought we was cool, though.
We are.
Sly, I'm coming to smoke with you later, baby. Don't worry about it.
I'm not opening the doors.
Hey,
you in the yard.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Hey, check it out, man. Let's talk about
being somebody at your door.
Right.
Who coming over your house? Wow.
Hey, man, that's more than likely FedEx or post office, somebody like that, man.
Or the feds.
Or the police. It might be the police.
Or the feds.
Hey, that'd be messed up if I get walked out on the show, man.
It would.
They're gonna do you like dude on the Patriots with no shirt. They're gonna put you out in the air. What's his name? Hernandez? They're gonna Aaron Hernandez.
Man.
Ben had technical difficulties. He had to leave.
Literally.
Let's talk about some of these week 9 picks, man. games. So we got the Bears versus Titans. You know I was gonna bring that up first. Is Derrick Henry gonna run wild?
Absolutely.
Of course he is.
Go ahead, KDO. I know I'm giving you your shine to go in, man.
No, this ain't. I ain't even got to go in on this. Is just common sense. If all these other running backs that ran on the Bears, what do you think Derrick Henry about to do?
Right.
Come on, man. Come on. I ain't even going in on this. Most experts think this about to happen. And this will be the third loss in a row. Shout out to Maine. $50, baby. Shout out.
Wow. Lefty.
Well, you know, Tennessee's on a 2-game losing streak as well. They defense couldn't sack what's my man on Cincinnati? Joe Burrow. And he was playing with a makeshift offensive line. They're the worst in the league at sacking the quarterback. So I know the Bears got problems with the O-line right now, but I think Henry does run wild. You know, Henry's going to get his. But I think we're going to get a little bit more out the Bears offense than we've been getting the last few weeks because Tennessee defense just is not – Tennessee defense not that good. I think we're going to get a little more this week. I think we're going to get enough to pull it out. Enough to pull it out.
First of all,
who's sticking out in Robinson?
First of all,
Javon, you don't own the ball anyway.
Hold on, Pat. Could you raise your sign that you had again?
I was gonna do that for you. I seen his comment, but I got it for you, baby.
You know,
STD medicine.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. So, Gandy, I'm gonna see you in these streets.
Yep, there
I'm gonna see you in these streets, Gandy.
I thought it was fellas.
I might give him. I might give him a Javon Weems when I see him.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you.
Oh wow!
I'm going a different direction, man. Everybody's looking for Derrick Henry to run all over the Bears. I think the defense is gonna stand up for him. He's not gonna run wild. He's gonna get his yards. That's because he's a premier back, bro. He's gonna get his yards. He's not gonna have 170 yard game. I think they're gonna keep him under 100 yards, bro.
Let me tell you this. Javion Clowney, he is a Michigan product. He's trash. He will be out of the league because he can't sack nobody. He's trying to deal with the Titans. Terrible.
Sly, question for you. What's your thoughts on the toilet bowl for 2020? That's the Giants in the Washington.
Oh, man. I got Washington finally beating them. I mean, the Giants are absolutely pathetic. I'm going to take Washington and beat them and cover whatever the spread is.
Damn.
And as you,
if you know anything about I
call it the toilet bowl. But as like my man KDL said, that's neither here nor there. Go ahead, KDL.
You can keep taking shots at the Giants all you want, but if you know anything about the NFC East, I say this all the time: the Giants always beat Washington. It just always happens. So the Giants will win this week, and the Giants will beat Philadelphia the next week. You heard it here first. They will win.
You know what? I was riding with you, KDL, because I took the Giants.
Trust me on this.
I took the Giants.
You should.
But next week I will
beat Philadelphia next week.
I took Washington. I'm going to take Philly. I'm going to take their next opponent and their next opponent and the next one after that.
Well, I do the same thing with the Bears, so it's all good. I went high on Tennessee this week, by the way. But go ahead.
I have to agree with Sly.
They said that the Giants can't beat Seton High School.
Watch your mouth.
Ain't no way in hell I'm picking the Giants at all this season.
Well, my 8th grade middle school can beat Seton High School.
Watch your mouth.
Whoa. Wow.
All right, let's get into
while you talking trash bowl, that New England Jets game may be trash bowl
That's the second trash bowl.
Tripping.
Oh yeah,
that could be the trash bowl.
That's trash bowl 2.0. But let's talk about two of the biggest games.
New England better not lose to the Jets, man. That just better not happen. That better not happen.
Seahawks versus Bills. Can the Bills contain Metcalf and Lockett?
No.
Left.
No. Slide, Kev already answered it. No. But the other question is, though, can Seattle contain Diggs?
No.
That's going to be huge because they can't stop.
No.
Man, they can't stop nothing. Like, they are horrible. I'm looking for a big shootout.
You looking for a track meet? You looking for a track meet
in that game? Yes, sir.
The answer to both questions is no. but Russell Wilson will prevail like he always does. So Seattle wins.
Okay, so
Long as Diggs eat, because I got him. He's on my fantasy team, and he always get me paid. He's gonna take me over the top against Lucky.
Well,
Lefty.
I hope he don't catch a pass.
I'm not even playing you today.
hey,
Playing you.
PG, what color boots you got on deck?
Some orange ones.
Whoa.
Same color as his jersey.
Oh, so you
Whoa.
got some more to match his jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well, I got some camel color suede because when them boots get up his ass, I want him to stand there for a little while.
I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna kick him right up his funky ass. And when they come out, they're gonna be brown.
Well, you know what? I want KDL to send a message to his friend who he burning his chicken up tonight with. Hey, tell your friend after he get through eating your burnt chicken, I'm coming for him tomorrow.
Here you go, right here, Sly. I got the sign up for you, baby.
Wow.
First of all, there will be absolutely nothing burnt. People are gonna eat good today because I happen to be in a good mood. I feel like cooking today. We're gonna get it eat.
In the famous words of my sister Keita Joy, you a lie.
Don't you say nothing, Kevin.
Hey, Keita.
Hey, as a matter of fact, Ben, I got a question. Okay. And I know we run out of time, man, and I got
we got about 15 minutes left. Let's roll.
Okay, I got a question, man. You told me you used to put up points, man, playing hoops.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just saying, man, but I don't know, were you wearing stacks when you were shooting, or
were
you shooting on a Nerf rim? I mean, I'm trying to figure out, like.
But Damani was his teammate.
And that's even worse. His left hand is trash. But still, you know, give us an insight on your so-called basketball game.
Damani told me he's the best one on the team.
Well, look at Damani himself.
I heard he was a gun, but
I'm sitting right here.
Wow, listen. The only thing that I can say, I get buckets. I still get buckets to this day, and I'll give you 40. It's warm outside. We can meet at the closest park near your house, and I'll give you 40.
It's called Morgan Park.
Since we didn't have the opportunity to meet you outside several times, and you've never shown up, that's neither here nor there.
I got more respect for KDL because at least he showed up in some terrible looking shorts.
Damn.
Well, my shorts look better than your knees.
Slide, that comment is for you.
Who was that? What did he say? I can't read.
She said, check them calves, Slide. Lay off Mr.
SmokeFella.
This is all the time. What do she only listen to the show to see if I'm gonna say something? Like I said at the beginning, she catch me. I said at the end, I can't have no. Like she listened to the entire show to make sure she put me in check. But you know what?
All right, man. What else we talking about?
The last game that we're gonna talk about is battle for the NFC South, the 40-40 club. You got Breeze versus Brady. That makes for a great game because whoever wins will be at the top of the NFC South. Will it be? And the fact that you got Michael Thomas coming back, you got AB coming off suspension, his first game back. So. Man, what's your thoughts on this game, Lefty?
I agree.
You know what? I took the Bucks, but the media makes me hate them because they overhyped and their defense don't get enough credit. All they talk about is Brady. But that Bucks defense is tight. That's why I took them. The Saints don't look unbeatable. I think the Bucks will get it. I think the Bucks will pull it out, man, and a coaching on some revenge game stuff. But I think people all this, they the Super Bowl favorites in the NFC. I think people tripping. Really,
you know what, Lefty? I agree with you because last week they announced Drew Brees, Tom Brady passed Drew Brees, but they playing each other. It's only by one touchdown.
Right.
So whoever win the game now going to lead the division but they'll be leading the league in touchdowns. I look forward to be a fantastic game. Of course, I'm taking Drew Brees because for me, he has always been the most underrated quarterback in football. He don't get enough credit. Everybody still, no matter how many numbers he put up at 5'8", no matter what he did at Purdue, he's always been disrespected and underrated. I got Drew Brees. They chose that garbage dude to play for Indianapolis over him in San Diego. Hey, Drew Brees, man, I got a lot of respect for him. I picked him to beat Tom Brady.
So nobody's gonna mention that Kev is drinking a 40 of Diet Pepsi over there.
A 40 of Diet Pepsi. I missed that.
Pepsi.
And
Wrong with you, man?
He choking on it.
He turned up
Not
the
a
whole
40.
2 liter. Oh wow, yeah. That's a 40.
I'm a diet, baby. Hey, look here, man. The Bears are overhyped, and y'all don't get tired of that. So we can start with the overhype marks.
What the hell?
How'd you go?
We already talked about the Bears.
How you
But
going to
check
say
this out,
from the
though.
Bucks to the Bears, bro?
But check this out. The Bucks will win tomorrow simply because they're at home. I know Drew Brees gets Michael Thomas back. Their offense will look a lot better now. Kamara don't have to carry the load. But the Bucks, I think they're going to win it simply at home. They're going to try to get the ball to AB.
Never.
Y'all know they're going to try to get the ball to AB. We'll see what chemistry they come out with or whatever. But now you can't double team Mike Evans. Think about this. You can't double team Mike Evans. I don't know if Godwin is playing. You can't double team Grunt. You can't double team AB. Like, he got weapons. I think they got to keep it consistent with the running. You can't just go away from the running game and just get pass happy and get Brady knocked out.
Well, they got a two-headed monster down there. They got a two-headed monster at the running back. So, I mean, I'm sure both of them going to eat.
Well, the problem is you got AB now. Is Brady gonna force feed him since they roommates all of a sudden? Since he's staying at his house,
Yeah.
are you gonna make Godwin and Mike Evans feel like they being left out their offense?
He better watch his wife.
Bringing AB creates a lot of problems.
She ain't in Tampa.
They creates a lot of problems.
Tom and Tampa on business, man.
I took Tampa strictly because of the defense too, man. Tampa defense been playing real strong, and Brady do got a lot of weapons now, and they gonna make sure he spread that ball. I think Evans still gonna be the main target, but with Antonio Brown
I have to agree with Lefty, and that's a bad look. But that defense don't get the credit that they deserve, and whenever they talk about the Bucks, it's Brady, it's the offense, but that defense is kicking ass.
Yeah, they are.
So I will say that's one of the only smart thing that Lefty said on the show today. So I got to agree with him on that.
Damn. The only thing.
You know what? When you take your back medicine, you're a little smarter.
That's my friend, Ben.
You coming real strong today.
Hey, man, we didn't discuss something I thought we was going to discuss it today, man. I don't even see where you put it actually on here. But me and Kev was talking about it last night, man. What's y'all thoughts on Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya splitting ways? I say it's a lot to it. It was because Canelo came out first and said he was leaving Pretty Boy Entertainment, and then they came back and said Canelo was released. What y'all think about that, man?
Well, I think it was some financial discrepancies on the books, and Canelo team was like, "Hey, we show in our bank account, man. What's going on?" KDL?
Well, he's not even fighting the man. How many times you seen him fight in the last 3 years? He's not even getting fights for him. So guess who's knocking on his door as we speak?
The Mayweather team, baby.
Money
team.
Floyd Mayweather gonna snatch that boy up.
I think a lot of it is the inability to get that big money fight. Like Canelo still ain't getting paid like a top draw, and he's one of the best out there right now. You got to give it to him. Even though he didn't fought what's the name like 12 times.
Triple G is the only big card
Triple G.
Yeah. Stop them fights, because man, that last one was really boring to me.
Mm-hmm.
But what they need to do is get with my cousin Edgar.
No, he don't. Edgar play them things on.
No, what I'm saying is they need to go ahead and start putting him out, and somebody need to sign that kid and get that kid on the mainstream.
Money already on top of it, buddy.
Florida snatched him
Florida
too.
already been on top of it.
But let me ask y'all this: how come if you De La Hoya, how come you can't find a fight for Canelo? Why is he only fighting like once every 18 months? Like, come on, man, he's a star, dude.
I mean, what do you expect from a man that wear pantyhose?
Damn. I forgot about that. But those are facts, though. Yeah, he got a picture out there. But who is it out there for Canelo to fight right now? I mean, who is it that's gonna get him a big payday? Golden Boy. I don't know, but you know what? I go back and look at the history though. It hasn't been too many complaints about Golden Boy, so this is the first I ever heard, of something going down. Nobody got into details of why it went. What's the real reason behind it? You just know it's a split.
Oh, more to come.
Then he signed a $300 million contract though. Mm-hmm. But you can't find a man fight. Like, how does that work? Is that
it's nobody for him to fight?
It's nobody for Canelo to fight.
It's always somebody to fight.
Nobody
to fight is gonna get it. That's gonna be a draw. But he gonna fight on ESPN. Ain't gonna be no pay-per-view money because outside of old Triple G,
that's it.
Ain't nobody out there for him to fight.
I can't answer the question, but y'all saying there's absolutely no middleweight for this dude to be able to fight but Triple G.
Not a draw. That's gonna get him paid.
What are we talking about, man? Well, then maybe you got to move up. Like, you got to do. You can't just sit around and not fight. But you signed a $300 million contract. That don't make sense.
Hey, Lefty, where's Cousin Edgar at? If he move up, ain't Cousin Edgar at the next level up?
Yeah, at the next. He don't
want that smoke.
Well, no, he don't want that. But what I'm saying is, it has to be somebody, man.
Canelo can take blows though. Canelo, he takes some hits though.
But can he take a Cousin Edgar blow?
Not in the ear.
Okay.
For the rest of his life.
Career decision. Okay, y'all. Career decision. He can't find nobody to fight in the middleweight. Does he move up?
He has to.
Because you ain't got nobody to fight. That's what y'all telling me.
They talking about one more Triple G fight, man. Ain't
nobody paying for that. You better put that on channel 11.
Damn. Sesame Street.
Hey, man.
Nobody watching it, man.
Hey, fellas. Before we go, man, I know we give our parting shots.
Let's roll into it right now. We got 5 minutes left, so start it off, Sly.
I'm going to give mine, man. Hey, congrats to the 46th president. I can finally call him by his name, Mr. Joseph R. Biden. I want to give now, Madam Vice President is not only a show on CBS, it's a reality. Give a shout out to Ms. Kamala Harris, man. Much respect, y'all. That's my parting shots. And also thank everybody for all the way tuning in. We try to keep it funny. We try to keep it entertaining. SmokeFellas Inc. 2015. Got more to come. Stay tuned.
PG.
Same thing, man. You already see my hashtag. Say hashtag 46. Biden and Harris. Congratulations. I'm thrilled that we have some real leadership in the Oval Office, as he say, to make America great again for real this time. Again, I got to give my shouts out to my boy up there, man. Home ownership is a beautiful thing, man. Congratulations to you and your wife, brother. And one more thing, back to my boy TB, because I know he watched. Again, our prayers are with you and your family, brother. And again, we're right here for you, man. One love.
You got it.
KDL.
I want to thank everybody for watching. Continuing to follow us every Saturday. We got a lot of stuff coming up, y'all. Y'all stay tuned to that. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to TB. Our condolences. Your brothers are with you if you need anything. We here. It was a great day for me today because I woke up and the idiotic Trump is no longer in office. We have a new president. We have a black vice president. That's historic. I want to thank everybody that voted and did your part to get this idiot out of office. No more disrespecting, waking up to tweets. No more calling people out their name. No more getting rid of kids and don't even know where their parents at. No more spreading coronavirus. Like none of that. All the divisiveness should finally be over. The country as a whole has to heal. And hopefully it starts with Biden and Harris.
Don't forget about a shout out to Stacey Abrams. Hey, you making boy down there, signing up a million kids, signing up million young people, signing people in the state of Georgia, turned it blue for the first time in 30 years. Much respect, sister. Much love.
Lucky Lefty. Mr. Havana, let's go.
I think everybody said it best, man. Congratulations. We got a new president. First female and female black president. So, man, much respect. Congratulations to them. And to everybody, man, we got out there and made our voice heard, man. Everybody got out there and voted. The numbers, the poll numbers look great. I mean, this was probably one of the longest elections ever because they were counting votes. But it showed that people are really ready for a change. Let's see what happens. Biden can't do no worse or make no more debacle of it than Trump did. And to everybody who follows us, man, thanks for the support. TV show coming up. The episode's about to drop next week. You guys are gonna really enjoy that. That's the raw and uncut TV show. And man, still with this COVID thing, please be safe out there. Please be safe out there. Well, let's take precaution. Let's do what we got to do to get this thing back to normal. We got to chill for a few months. Let's sit down and get this right, man. I know the flight's cheap, and we all want to jump on them and go traveling and kicking it, but the numbers going back up, man. It ain't gonna do nothing but hurt businesses and everything else, man. Let's try to get past this thing so we can get back to normal. And to the barbers, Trina Barber and TB, man, our condolences, deepest condolences from your Smoke family, man. We praying for you. We here for anything you guys need. Peace.
Hey, I concur with everything that my brothers on the panel has said today. Prayers out to the barbers. Want to thank all the fans for following us here on the sports podcast, TV show. We want to thank you guys. But everybody on this panel, throughout our years, because we all are over 40, we have seen some horrific things, but we have seen some wonderful things happen in our lifetime that we thought we would never see. The Cubs went independent. First black president. Now we have first female black president. We have seen some wonderful things in our lifetime, man. But just remember, change comes because we are stepping up, making our voice heard. Yes, continue doing this, man, so that we can, as Pat said, make America great again. And like KDL said, United States can heal and get back to some normalcy and continue thriving and becoming that power that we once was, around the world. So on that note, man, the SmokeFellas, Chicago Sports Zone, Humidor Shop Talk, we out of here, man.
Peace. Later, fellas.